Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to kind of jump into this ZeeZoo. I started an ant the other day out of it, and this is what I ended up with. I didn't finish the legs, but it was a fun little thing to do, kind of an exercise. I decided today I'll just kind of exercise the mind and the brain and something to record because I haven't really posted anything in a while because I've been so busy with work. Been having to learn some new, not new, but been having to learn Blender lately for one of our projects, and it's kind of got me. I know the basics of Blender, but then I had to jump in deeper with Blender, so that was little bit of learning on the side, and I didn't really get a chance to record anything in the meantime. But I'm kind of back a little bit. It's kind of trying to get back into the groove of recording a little bit, even though I'm going to take a vacation soon, so I'll be away again. So this is what I'm going to end up trying to do. I'm going to try to look at some of these references this round because I didn't really look at references. I was just kind of letting my mind go. But I found some little images on Pinterest, and you can see crazy mandibles on here. I got the anatomy broken down. You got the thorax, all this other good stuff that I didn't know anything about. I don't really know about the anatomy of an ant, so now we know. We're learning a little bit here. So what I'm going to do is start fresh. I'm going to start with a ZeeZoo file. This was from the other day and it was fun, so render that real quick, kind of see where I was going, kind of going creepy. So let's pull up ZeeZoo. So for those who do not know where this is, if you go to this window that pops up when you load ZBrush, it'll be down here at the bottom, this folder. You can open it up, and all of these are actually ZSphere's creations, and they're fun to kind of get your mind going, to kind of get you out of that rut. If you're in a creative rut, go to this folder. It ain't gonna hurt. Just open one up. Just pick a random one. Just double click it, and there you go. You can make a whatever you want out of this and push and pull. So I'm gonna start with the ant. I started with each one of these. I started with these first two, not a lot of them, and I've jumped around a few times, but I'm starting with the A's. Aardvark, alligator, ant. So this is where we're at. We've got an ant, but I want to kind of configure him a little bit different than what we got. It's always good to put your own creative spin to this, and so I'm going to go ahead and start moving some stuff around. We got the Z spheres in here. What I like about Z spheres, it's pretty editable. Look at that. I don't need that, do I? Looking kind of crazy. Let's bury that in there. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the bigger head. I think like this one down here to see what he's got. A little bit of a head that's a little bit larger than normal ants. And look at the big eyes. They got eyes pretty big. Scaling this up. Just gonna have fun with it. We're just gonna make a monster of an ant. And so yeah, it's been busy, real busy month, busy week, busy everything. Just it's good to be busy. But yeah, I didn't forget about recording or nothing. It was just sometimes you gotta stop and start learning some stuff. I had to do some homework, and that's fun whenever you gotta stop and learn some stuff. And sometimes, just kind of studying and getting out there, learning some stuff. I had to get back into animating and doing animation and stuff and going that route. I normally do modeling, but I've also, since I've been doing 3D for probably almost 20 years now, you learn a few things going along this path. So let's see. Look at that little body. I like that. It's kind of scary, but then again, I like this shell. But yeah, it's always a interesting job to have. Just always sometimes you'll problem solve. Sometimes it's not so much problem solving. Sometimes it's always different. It's always fun. That's why I love doing this stuff. What kind of tail do we want to have? What do we see? We want to have it low I'm gonna rotate it down and start moving some stuff around. That's still gonna haunt me there. I don't know if I can get rid of it. I don't think it's gonna let me. It's okay though. Somehow I'm not able to grab it, but it's okay. It's probably the main node is why, but it's hard to say. Usually you can just go in here. If I add one, I can subtract one, but I can't. There it goes. Didn't let me earlier, but now I did. It's okay. Problem solved. So we're gonna make this about right there, and then we'll add another one to the back. Scale it down. It can be a little bit like this rounded area, but I don't want it too big. I want it kind of fighting. Look like he's gonna, yeah, like that a little bit. He's ready. Kind of adjust that. So the thing is, the first time I did this, I was just kind of playing around. I didn't really have a go. I was just modeling just for the fun of it, and that's good. Right now, I'm a little more serious. Let's put our thinking caps on. Start looking at some stuff. Just a little time. Just want to ease out of the day. It's been a busy day for work. Pretty busy. It's a good thing. I never really talk about work, but I do work at M2 Studio in Dallas, and so it's been a very fun ride so far. I love it there, and just, you know, every project's always a new project, and it's always fun. You know, just something. That's what I like. I always like the challenge. I'm doing stuff. Scale this head. Yeah, so I do 3D all day, and so sometimes at the end of the day, when I want to, how do you say, record, I gotta get away from the computer, or I gotta go outside and dig in the dirt a little bit, play in the garden. But you know, gotta get back in it, get into the recording some stuff, showing a little thing about 3D here and there. Let's see what we got. What I'll probably do is add a ground, and we can go with the plane, with some terrain. I don't know. Let's see what we got. We'll do a plane. Let's rotate this. So the other day, I think I broke my Go Z for one of my programs, and it was just like, oh, and it was because I uninstalled the older ZBrush because I didn't need it. You know, you update it and it's there, but then it's like it's still there, and then it's just kind of, probably have to reinstall, but I don't want to do that just yet. I don't want to reinstall that stuff. So gotta get a little ground for him. See what we got. See how much this meshes. Yeah, we can block something in. We're just kind of rough in a little bit of an environment. So I hope everybody's doing well out there. It's been hot where I live. It's about 100 degrees outside and stays hot. That's another reason for not recording, is because usually you're going to hear fans, AC units, and everything else. And I don't really have a soundproof space to be doing stuff, but at the same time, just give and take. Okay. Vary this ground. Give them a mound to live on. Could probably add to this later. Just kind of giving him some substance. There you go. We might move his little hands as we go. So getting there. So if you press A on your ZeeZoo or your Z sphere, you'll get a mesh out of it. And what I like is sometimes you can get clean topology. You can change your settings to get a little bit different results. If you go down to the bottom, do your adaptive. And let's go and save while we're here. I'm going to save Ant version 2. Go from here. Cursor go. Okay. So references are always good to have. Look at that. All that detail is in there. I don't have a lot of time today, but I just like to kind of get on here and just start something. Can't hurt. So if you go to classic skinning, you can turn off the density, turn off your dynamesh, and go to preview. Get a little more cleaner mesh. Turn off preview. The other day this crashed on me when I did the other way. Let's see what it does. Ooh, it squished his head. It's so cool. All right, so let's go this way and preview. It's not bad. We can just remesh, clean up, break apart, and go from there and do what we need. But before we do that, let's get some bigger chompers on him. Let's scale that up. Scale this up. Scale that up. Look at that. He might need a bigger head though. That way it can support his teeth. Just grab it. Where's it at? There you are. Squeeze his body down. Look at that. He just got the big old noggin. Yeah. And then we'll kind of give him a bigger tail. See how that goes. This is where you can actually pose if you want, or scale things here and there. How's that look? Looking like an ant. What I like is that you kind of got a jumping point from that ZeeZoo. It kind of helps you out. So let's go ahead and make it an adaptive skin. Let's just click this. You can see that it created the new file here for anybody who wonders where it went. And so I can append that into this new scene, or the same scene. And there's my ant. Clicking it drops it back down here. We're going to turn this off. Unless you really want to, you can go back to this model. It's always good to save it in there. It doesn't hurt until you start getting to a heavier model, but right now we'll just leave it there in case you want to make them another partner or something. So let's start breaking apart some of these pieces and make sure we have symmetry turned on. Start isolating stuff, and then we're going to go down, and then we'll split hidden. And there you go. We're going to go to the next phase right here. Split hidden. We'll go to this body. So depending on how you want to do this, we'll go to those arms. Isolate these out. And I'll probably do each arm individually. Going from there. Split hidden. See a pattern here? It's going back and forth. See, same thing. Rinse and repeat. Split hidden. See how the anatomy goes. Let's go ahead and break this back piece off with this. Split hidden, and see how the body's made up in this. So I like that this is creepy looking. We'll probably start there. Yeah, that little connector right there. doesn't hurt. I like that it's like little and then it goes big, so we might scale that down just to match some of this reference. So let's go ahead and just Q mesh. Oh, not yet, not yet. So we're gonna split hidden again, and we got the antenna. And turn it off. Split hidden. Okay, so let's start here. Let's just get the back and then work our way out. That way we got something to work with. We'll go ahead and Dynamesh in this quick save. Just to be safe. Dynamesh a little higher. Checked. Dynamesh. Look at that. We got a mesh. So let's go ahead and start squeezing it down. Just go to inflate. I like that it's divided right there too, so we'll probably just turn off a leg. We don't need the leg. I'm just gonna build this up. A divider there and go with this. We can turn the off. I like that it's 1, 2 kind of piece right there. We don't have to follow this exactly, but it looks like it's following his little legs. So let's do that. Let's follow the little legs. Might as well just turn on sculptures. Turn this off. We don't need it. And we're just gonna go with this. Yeah. So let's go ahead and start playing with some mask and using the move tool. Start pulling some stuff out. Creepy. Maybe he has like a shield or something, kind of like that. Invert this and play with it. Let's push this down a little bit. So you already can start playing real fast with the ZeeZoo. And I like that he's got spikes, so let's go ahead and give him a spike. Just play with it a little bit, see what it does. Intimidates or not. No, too low. Maybe it works, maybe it don't. Spike it out a little bit. Kind of a different direction from the other one I did from the other day. I like that he's got like hair or something on him. Looks kind of creepy. So let's go ahead and divide that too right there. Just a little bit. Just gotta pull this up. We get a lot of ants around here, and it's always interesting to see how they function. They just always going. Busy, busy. Always doing something, right? I like getting in the flowers too whenever there's a lot of pollen or those little bugs. I was watching this morning an albino looking spider, and he was eating the ants. It didn't seem to take any notice, like he was just eating them one by one, just like breakfast, and they just walk into them and just eat them. Yeah, little definition. Okay, one little piece down. Let's see, let's get his face. Let's see how the face should go. That looks cool, but I like this like beak looking face. I don't think this is an ant. This is probably like a wasp or something. I don't know. It's hard to say. Who cares though, right? Just reference. So let's see what we got. Let's see, remesh it. Yeah, something to work with. So let's see how the eyes are fit. Looks like it just kind of socket, like a little socket for his eye. Reminds me of the movie The Fly. He turns the brindle fly. Movie never gets old. I grew up watching that movie, and that movie it's like creepy. Like he just was on one of those streaming platforms. I don't remember if it was Prime or what, but never gets old watching that movie. It's just kind of give him a little, make it connect. Some detail. So let's see, we're gonna kind of cut this in. Looks like there's a lot going on there. We could probably go to 8. The mesh underneath is pushing, so I'm gonna probably go up instead of down. Just go up with it. You can start to see that little features are all over. So start to form it. I'm not sure we'd ever see it that small, but you never know. We're just playing around, getting some of this stuff going. See where it goes from there. His eyes are a little sunken in. I'm not pulling them out. Yeah, I like that, right? Kind of wish there was a better reference for what goes under for his like little mouth. You can see like a little point to it. We'll figure something out. It's our it's our creation now. Start getting something going. Start using the push and pull method and just get it in there and see what we come up with. look. Give him a meaner look. Can you give him? Without kind of humanize him too much, right? You still want him to look like a bug. I'll probably start adding some little unique features to him. Similar to that other ant that I had made. Just kind of creation, right? There you go. See how he looks. Let's change his texture. See what we got. Sometimes some of these help push some of that detail to show. And we'll go this route for now. Dirty blue. Just kind of working the canvas. Getting it kind of laid out a little bit. Something. Let's see what we got. Let's see what kind of reference they have for a mouth. So we have that. It's a mouth pouch in there. So there's no reference. I didn't pull anything for that, but let's go ahead and get this crazy mandible going. So let's see, we mesh that. Dynamesh it. Okay, let's get this going. Let's see. A lot of clay buildup is what I'm going with right now. You just choose your favorite brush and just go with it. Whatever makes you happy, right? I like this brush. It seems to work for what I like for my needs. So we got that. We're gonna go ahead and make a little kind of inflate it a little bit. So we're gonna cut it right here. So we're gonna use this H polish. But let's pull that back. Just see like that, and then there. You see that right there? Strokes. Now we can start to shape this piece. Not too much though, just want to get that and then that a little bit to my liking. We'll do the bottom a little bit to kind of sharpen it out. There you go. Get that little sharp edge. The ants that we have around here really don't bite. They just kind of climb on you. They'll bite when they have to, but I don't know if it was just growing up thinking that they all, attacked you at once, but they really don't attack. They just kind of try to figure out stuff. And maybe they just got mellow over the years and just quit, don't want to fight. We don't want to fight, man. That's what they're probably saying. So let's go and get this. Feature right there. Let's pull it up. Start getting some details. A little too much. Let's just lighten that load. Don't forget to save. Always save. You never know. You never know. Maybe I want to add a little characteristic here. So I'm just gonna like little bit of a little something. Maybe stop right there. It's just I want it kind of alien. All insects look alien. You start zooming in on things, so let's see. Start pulling these features out. Getting some patterning going on here. Just having fun. No real thoughts. Let's give him some kind of like mouth. Skip this note, buddy. Yeah. You know that it does better. You don't want that better yet. Just gonna chisel this out. Kind of like a little mount or something. Maybe give him an extra little, give him something to munch on. See, now it looks like he's got little fangs or something, but do I want to give him that? Somehow from the Sculptures Pro. Just trying to make it a little unique here and there. See. I think all like insects look unique in a way. They're all crazy looking. There you go. Does it read though? Find out in a minute. Let's see what it looks like. Needs something. We're getting there. We're getting there. Deformations here. There we go. Kind of getting lost in the zone of work on this insect. Well, I'm kind of creepy looking, you know. Just kind of, let's get my mask. Where's my pen at? Where's my pen? Let's mask some stuff off. See if that helps. Give him some kind of a little flare. And maybe for his head too, give him a little flare. Let's give him a second set of antenna or something. Just to kind of give it work in. What purpose would they serve? We don't know. They call it the horned ant, the devil ant. Maybe. I don't know. What you think? Let's save. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's get something. This one looks polished off the way he looks, but this one looks a little different. He looks a little different. Like I like all these little spikes on him. Kind of helps give that character. Let's see what we got. Did I select the eye? There we go. Clean that up. So I'm starting to get a little bit more definition. Let's work on the back. And where did his leg go? There we go. A little bit more something to work towards. Let's change this material one more time. I don't know about you, but I guess I'm always changing materials. And I don't know if it's just to get a different look every time, to make sure that each material works where it's going. And for me, and just kind of go back and forth. Then I'll find one and I'll stick with it. Go a different one to stick with it. Sometimes just back and forth. No reason to it. Look, that looks fatter now, don't it? See, little things. So let's pull that in with the move brush. So now that's a big piece. Now that looks fatter. Like, let's just pull that out some more. Let's push that back. Look at that. Trippy. It would be funny though, like if once you put like a little dude in there, then you like kind of get scale. Then you realize how creepy it really could be. Okay, let's continue this style to his back. Quick save, doesn't hurt. Kind of stuff rattling over here on my desk. Every time I touch it, it rattles. So we could probably drop this down. Let's go 50. Look at that. What's that? There was something in there. Okay. Now we can start adding to it. Okay, let's go back to 500. I'll kind of keep. Let's see what we got. Let's look at some reference. So there's a division down this one. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do we want to do it this way or lasso it? So we can start to kind of give it a lip. Looks like there's all kinds of detail on it. It's crazy. So for my ants, I want to have them kind of like have some of these like little ridges like that original one, that first one that I did. Just kind of a little more alien. see. ZeeZoo is what it is. ZeeZoo. Man, it's crazy. The abdominal. What is it? Abdominal. Let's see. Abdomen. Whatever this is. What we could do is get the transform. And I don't know when these got so big. I don't remember them being this big for whatever. Just crazy. Maybe I haven't paid attention to it, but it was like one day I was just like, have these always been that big? Or is it just my monitor? I don't know. Lack of sleep. I don't know what you would call it. Or too much sleep, then you're like noticing more things, right? Become more aware of your surroundings. So let's go ahead and give him a little ridge. It's like a car. Imperfect car. So if I go to perspective, we can't get that push. We can. I should have. You know what? I should have actually made that into a poly group. We still can. Just a little more work, but let's do it. Let's do it again. Even though I had it selected, right? It's just be better. Better in the long run if I want to do something like that. It's just kind of a slow back and forth. And none of these tools are like anything new. These are just like your standard tools that have been in ZBrush for years so far, right? I'm not using anything crazy. Just basic masking and pushing and pulling and sculpting. Traditional tools. Can't go wrong there. That's save. Anytime you think about saving, save. You're just like, man, should I save? Yes, should save. It's that one time that you don't. You'll be like, I should have saved. There we go. Boom. So polygroup it, not save, is my way over there. So we can do this, invert it, collapse that down. So now we got an actual true polygroup towards it. So let's turn off polyframe. Just start sculpting this out. Let's give it some features though. Let's kind of feature this up. I've always liked like Black Widows. They have like something on their back, but I don't know what you could do with him. You could have something. Something going for him. Not a fiddle, but it's like a unique, something unique to him. Yeah, and then just go out and smooth it. Not enough hard edges though, so let's get some hard edges in there. Give it some character. Hard edge on the back, and then there you go. something a little different. Do however you want. Do your ant if you're gonna do an ant. If you're following this model, whatever makes you happy. I've also been not gonna lie, been on the Oculus, and there's that Vermilion and that one that I just been following also. Some Bob Ross videos. You know, like growing up, we didn't have a way to pause videos when you watch Bob Ross. You just had to watch them in that one sitting. And nowadays you could pause it or whatever and watch them on YouTube. Select your episode. It's pretty cool being in VR and just actually painting along. It's kind of calming to do. Let's go. What I like about insects is that there's no right or wrong, right? Even on insects you see in real life, you're just kind of like, that's creepy. You don't question it. You're just kind of like, oh, that's an insect that could probably bite me. So let's give them some little features out here. Kind of vary it up a little bit. His face is looking a little clean compared to that. It's kind of warm him up. He don't need nostrils, but he kind of has something, right? Yeah, maybe so. Or you can do like a little straw. Goes into his brain. Let's shape his face a little bit. Let's get some push and pull. Push and pull. Look at that. What's that under there? Oh, it's the eyes. See now. And then we'll push these eyes. To be honest, I probably should just put spears. Let's do that. We can do this. We can do this. It's that easy. Just whatever you think, really, right? Just subdivide it. Wrong button. I know what button I pressed. Alright, let's go up here. Get this going there. Maybe. That neck. Let's kind of get this little support in there. Need something, right? Dynamish. Put some rivets in here. kind of variations. Blend it out. It's looking kind of fat. Let's push it back in, push it up. There you go. Getting something. The ZeeZoo. Okay. It's kind of an alien looking ant. This I don't like. I don't like how clean it is, so let's vary it up. I am curious. Let's how big can we go until it looks stupid? Let's see. There we go. The madness begins. Maybe I just need to open it up. Open his mouth. He'll be going down because I figured he'll be biting something. Yeah, maybe. Let's push it just a little bit. There we go. Now this doesn't work right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Something like that. And save. Just kind of a lot of pushing and pulling. Stretch these out. Ooh, that look cool. I think it would make it to where it's not silly. Something there. Let's try a different material, see what it looks like. Nope. Something to pick up those highlights. A little bit. Always like reflections. Looks good. Let's see. Came back to that. It's not too bad. Looking kind of flat. Just wanted to give him some A-OK. Let's give him some softer shadows. Just a little bit. See what we got. material. I think I fight with the material more than anything. Just like can't be happy with the material that's on it. I just gotta keep jumping around. There you go. That one works a little bit better. So I think I made this too big and too wonky. There you go. Shrink it down. What kind of camera do I got? Yeah, I'm gonna go something like that. Now you get the alien looking ants. So let's see what we got. I like that. That's cool. Let's give him something on his back. That's what he needs. It's like a like that. That's one. Let's see, get another one. Not too much. Not too much. We got bugs that are like this that are, I don't know what they're called, but they're always on the plants. And they bite. As far as I believe they do. They look like they can bite. I don't test their biting ability. Let them be. I'm pretty sure they could do some damage if they wanted. There you go. Maybe this is something that needs some extra geometry. Kind of getting lost into the creation. I kind of got a little zoned out. It's when you know you're in it. You're just kind of just modeling. Got a little sloppy right there, didn't I? I'm just gonna. A little egg sac or something, right? Like you can breathe. Let's get that something. I'm just kind of pushing and pulling, not really thinking, just kind of modeling. See what it looks like from the top. Looks like an ant. An ant from the side. Alright, let's do the little legs. This is probably just the more basic part of it. I could probably dynamesh it. Never really did the Sculptris Pro. I just kind of was trying to going back to older methods of modeling. Before Sculptris Pro. There we go. So we see the little joint. It's going right there. The little anatomy of the ants helped kind of break down what's going on. See how his little leg goes there and stops, so you can see. You just kind of cut it. Boom. I always love doing photography of insects and bugs. It's always fun to do. It always remind me of aliens in your backyard. So let's go here. Don't forget to save anything today. Do not forget to save. That's one leg down, kind of. It's kind of rough, but break that apart a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, the ZeeZoo is something that I enjoy to use because it's kind of helps you get out of that creative rut. Like I said in the beginning, if you don't know what to do, you can just open one of those and just start sculpting. That's what I'm doing here. No real thought, just kind of back and forth each piece. Let it come to you as you want. There are no rules, just kind of going. Just put this up. Just doing artist things, right? Create your own little alien ant farm, right? So let's see. And just kind of rinse and repeat a little bit of what was done on the other leg. Just kind of pushing. Sometimes, if it's a little easier, you can cut and paste that leg and do it. That way you don't have to repeat what you did, but I've already posed them, so that's what it is. But like, you can just cut this one and duplicate it and go from there. But yeah, we're just sculpting. There's no right or wrong to this one. Just have fun. See how it's like connects. Just connect the same way. It's crazy how like their little arms are just skinny. They can pick up a lot of weight. Ruthless. Alright, so let's go here. Go and get the little leg going. See what we got. Alright, let's skinny those up, skinny that up, skinny this up. Probably should just do the inflate, deflate, deflate. Too much. Too much. There we go. Just back and forth. And to the last leg. Dynamesh at 800. Just work it in. That didn't take too long, right? Just kind of having a little fun with the ants and the ZeeZoo. Just kind of working it back and forth. Kind of opening your mind to not thinking, just doing. The only little bit I kind of did was just collecting the references to kind of get that extra momentum. And I did do one of these the other day, so that kind of helped fuel the fire to say like, well, let me just try a little bit more. A little more definition and a little more thinking of what this is supposed to look like, because you know, you see an ant, but you don't really, or I don't really know unless you know I did some homework on it. But everything's different sometimes. Did I mess that up? Let's just go this way. I like this because there's no real way to mess up in here. You just kind of doing your own thing and whatever. Yeah, you know, you can't really complain. It's just either fun and learning or something. I know there was some models back when I was learning too that even though I was still learning, it was still fun. There was always something to learn, like, oh, that was a new technique or a new brush or a new something. And I didn't really grab any new brushes in this. I just kind of just going around doing the same old, just push and pull, mess around with it, soften it, sculpt it, scale it, chisel it down. See, chisel it down. increasing it. Increasing. And we see it from there. You've got the ant looking at you with all of his fury, wanting to eat your food. So let's see what we got. 800 dynamics. So let's just kind of bridge this out. That probably could have been gone a little bit smoother. Are there antennae? Let's see. Yeah, they got little segments in there. Let's do that. And save. Don't forget to save. So let's do that. Oop. And I probably should go the other way because it's just going to start thinning out too much. So we'll just kind of do a little. See how that works. Come on. You know, the other way I could do this is let's do a lasso. See if this works. And then I can inflate. Push and pull this stuff up. Works, and then let's kind of bend that. I mean, kind of break it from the ZeeZoo look. Let's fix that. Give it some little more detail. Now I'll probably get some more detail with this. All right, let's just go with it. So it's sculpting it now. Going with that, just kind of. Just kind of start adding little details here and there. Yeah, that piece is still there. Just gonna go out. So kind of at the end of the day, it's only gonna do so much. And I just kind of wanted to do a video just to kind of reach out and touch base and forget. I've just been busy. like I said, it's always something. It's fun. I guess a good note is that the busy work was in ZBrush for the projects I've been working in. It's always fun. Some little patterning. It's got scribe letters on his face. Sometimes the more chaotic, it just kind of doesn't matter because you just like your brain is just interpreting everything in there, right? Now we're sketching. We're just kind of doodling. So much of a sculpting kind of doodle, right? Get these little features and pushing and pulling. The ant shows no mercy. And don't forget to save. I try to keep from going to the save window, so I just kind of use a quick save for now, just to kind of get something going in here. Probably the least decorated is this area. I can save that for another day. Start building up here. Can actually kind of make an opening cavity. What is that? Let's see. It's part of his head. Let's push it back. This. Now you kind of got like an opening in there. The thing with the Sculptris Pro is that it gets heavy, and if you don't optimize it, kind of got to go back and forth with that. It's almost sometimes better to Dynamesh, go that route, but it depends on what you want to do. Whatever you got time for, right? Let's go ahead and just kind of make this a little more interesting here. Like an eye socket, not a human eye socket, but just something to. Vary that up a little bit. Sculptris Pro. Back and forth to Sculptris Pro now. Right now, I'm just using it for little details, and we'll remesh it or something. At another date. I don't really feel like I have the time today to do much more than that, but you can start to see this ant's kind of getting a little character coming along. Not so clean, right? Just kind of break it up. There we go. Starting to look a little more alien. I really want to start getting the details in here. Always like Starship Troopers for inspiration, stuff like that. If you're looking to have something, and then we can actually just kind of vary this up. This way it's not perfect. A little too clean with the H polish. So now you kind of got some little swirls and stuff. Too perfect, right? Just kind of give it a little character. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close to a stopping point. Let's save and maybe one little piece right here and just kind of call it a day. But hopefully, I don't know, maybe you learned something in here. There wasn't really much except for just me pushing and pulling and going back and forth with the ZeeZoo model and going from there. So it's always fun. Like I said, I'm trying to work in more time. It's just been busy. Look at that. We didn't work on this piece right here. Just give it something to set his head on. The big cabeza. Alright. I couldn't straighten it out. I was just like, alright, let's put on perspective. Look at this a little bit. Let's touch the ground. Let's at least get some of that in there. Let's at least get the dirt kind of worked in a little bit. Gotta rough it up. Can't have it too clean, right? Oh, here you go. There goes a quick one. Where you at? I'm probably staring right at it. I'm close. So many brushes nowadays, and sometimes if I don't use a brush, I forget where it's at. I'm looking for the crumple brush. There you are, way over here now. Crumple it up. Crumple it up. Oh, too much crumple. What's going on there, crumple? Crumple steel skin. Oh wow, get some little nuts right there. Something's going on. Let's turn on transparent. Crumple. There you go. Look at that. Let's just do a little crumple. Now he's got something to stand on. If only the ground was a shiny. Let's go here, over here. What do we got? Skin shader. Let's see. Yeah, it's something, you know, like based on whatever references I had right here. It's a start. It's a start of a mesh, and this can always go from here to the next. Is like put it in tool bag or marmoset or substance or whatever you're using, and then go from there and get an actual. I'd probably retopologize or clean it up or something, or Z-remesh it and go from there and get something a little more usable in another program, and probably put like a little background, shade it. You can probably multiply more of these little guys everywhere and going here and there, but yeah, you can just kind of see he's got the big old ant mandibles. And what I would probably do, if you're curious what would be the next step, would be like something like a little more detail into this. Just kind of chisel that in or something. Give it a little more variation to not be so uniform. There, you kind of did it anyway. So appreciate you watching. I hope you're doing well, whoever watches this channel, and hopefully after I get back from vacation I can start doing a little bit more, putting a little more out there, a little more content. It's just, yeah, life's been busy. It's not bad. I do miss putting videos out though. I'm not gonna lie, I do miss doing that, but I'm gonna try my best to get some more stuff out. Maybe a few more ZeeZoos if I can, but time will tell. So hope you're doing well, like I said, and have a good day. Thank you for watching.